How to speak English with a British accent. Yes, how to speak English with a British accent. Let's look at what you can do to reach this objective. And yes, it is possible. But the first thing and the most important thing is that you decide that you really are going to speak English with a British accent. You decide that you want to. More than that you are going to do it, that you're going to make every effort possible to reach your goal, to speak English with a British accent. And now, how to do it? What practical things can you do to reach your goal, to speak English with a British accent? It's actually not that difficult to speak English with a British accent, but it's super important that you do the things that are necessary to reach the objective. I know what I'm talking about because I learned to speak 3 or 4 languages. I was very lucky. I learned to speak Spanish when I was a child. In my teens, as a teenager, I learned to speak Italian fluently. In my 20s, I learned to speak French fluently. In my 40s, I learned to speak Portuguese fluently because my wife is Brazilian. Raquel is from São Paulo, Brazil. So I do know the difficulties and the possibilities when you're learning a language. And one of the possibilities is to develop the type of pronunciation, the type of accent pronunciation that you want. So now, get a pen and paper and I want you to write down these things, because these are the practical steps, the practical things that you will need to do to reach your objective, to speak English with a British accent. The first thing you need to do is to log into BBC News, British Broadcasting Corporation. The BBC needs to become your daily companion, your hourly companion sometimes, on this journey towards you learning to speak with a British accent. The BBC is a fantastic reference for you. The BBC is an ideal reference for you because everything the BBC does is prepared for someone in every country in the world. So it's very easy to understand, and it's also a British accent. So your number 1 practical step is to listen to the BBC as much as possible every single day. And now the second practical thing, the second practical step for you to do to help you on your way to a British accent. Download the Guardian newspaper or the Times newspaper or a typical British newspaper onto your phone, onto your tablet, onto your computer. And then simply start reading these newspapers with the accent that you want, with the BBC World News accent, for example. So read an article in the morning, reproducing the accent. Read an article in the afternoon, or 2 articles or 3 articles in the afternoon, reproducing, practicing the accent that you hear on BBC World News. It takes patience, it takes courage, it takes dedication, it takes a little time, but it does work. BBC World News to learn the accents, the pronunciation, and then the newspapers to read and practice and reproduce the accent. So, to summarize the second step, read the newspaper articles as much as possible, out loud, reproducing the accent that you want. And the next thing for you to do, the third thing for you to do, doesn't involve a lot of effort, but it is very important. Look, hang up a British flag in your house somewhere, in the living room or in your bedroom, or even in the kitchen or in the corridor, but in a good place where you will see it every day, many times each day. Because if you have a British flag hanging up in your house, you won't forget your objective, which is to speak English with a British accent. And the final thing, probably the most important thing, is about your dedication. It's for you to declare to yourself out loud every single morning that you will, in fact, reach your objective. Something like this in your own words. I will reach my goal, which is to speak English with a British accent. That is the most important thing, your dedication. So there we are. It's not very complicated. In fact, it's quite simple. And it's better to keep it simple. Just 2 or 3 items. BBC World News, some British newspapers, even just one British newspaper on your phone, on your tablet, on your computer, and some time for you, dedicated time for you to practice reading out loud, practice reading these articles out loud, reproducing the accent, the pronunciation that you want to achieve. I know you can do it, so go and do it and let me know how you're getting on here in the comments. If you have any doubts or if you need any more suggestions along the way, tell me here in the comments and I'll get in touch. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I'm preparing lots of new things. Everything to do with learning English, how to learn English, how to pronounce properly, things that I'm sure you'll like and that will help you. If this video is a help to you, leave your like here and I'll see you at the next video.